Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I am so excited because there is some sunshine peeking through the clouds today, and I thought, what a perfect day to film my everyday winter makeup. Dun, dun, dun. And it's perfect actually because I've literally got like an irritated rash around my mouth right now because I'm so dry. The second it gets like a little bit windy and cold and that winter breeze starts to roll in, my skin's just like... And so I thought it would be the perfect time to show you the everyday makeup that I have been loving, which is not too different from my usual makeup, but we have a couple of switch ups, a few things that I'm going to be using and loving going into the winter. I know we're a little bit premature, but that's just how it goes here. It's always like, oh, that season that's starting not for another 3 weeks. We're doing it now. I love to do a little seasonal everyday makeup bag switch up. So here are the things that I'm loving. Let's put it on the face and get ready for the day. Now, it was so funny because someone commented on a recent video being like, who's gonna tell her that it's pronounced CL? I was just thinking of a Goldie, like a Goldie jeans. And if you put an E there, I'm gonna say it out loud, sarcastically or not. But this CLE, gorgeous little SPF tint, I had done a little review on the CL products previously, and you guys were like, hello, why didn't you try the SPF tint? And I'm like, you are correct. I don't know why I hadn't picked it up, but I'm absolutely loving it. Now I do have two shades. I got a deeper shade. This is number 4 light medium, and then the last time I was in the States I also picked up the shade 3 light. And I have to say, unfortunately, I have the same issue with this that I have with other products where sometimes you kind of find your perfect shade, beautiful formula. Like this one, the shade 4 is so nice. It's a little bit deeper, so I do use it on days like this where I do have a fake tan applied. But then I tried the shade 3 because I was like, oh, I want to get this for my winter skin, my little pale skin. But it's not the same formula. And this happened with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. There's only a few products like the House Labs Foundation and also my Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint that haven't done it. Like they are consistent and the same between the deeper and the more pale shades. But the shade 4 that I just put on is like so juicy. It literally applies like a serum. It's so glowy. I have been loving it so much. And then the shade 3, the lighter shade, just, it's like a little bit, there's like a gritty chalkiness to it, which is so sad. So I don't know if it'll show up at all on the camera, but I'm sure that there's something in the formulation of it when you're doing the lighter shades that just ends up being like, can you see that? Like how much more juicy and wet that is? And then this one, there's just a grittiness. So it's not the same. It's not the same. The formula is not consistent in my experience between those two shades. So just a little warning, I am going in with shade 4 today, and the sun is going to be in and out, so I'm gonna try and keep it consistent with the lighting, but if it gets a little crazy, I'll just reset it. So just letting you know in advance, but just showing you how easy that is to apply. It's so pretty. To all of you who suggested this, you are absolutely correct. It is a beautiful product, and I find it to have just like a little bit more coverage almost than the Lisa Eldridge one, but also it has SPF, so it's just kind of one of those easy little all-in-one products to throw on. And the House Labs foundation is a similar formula where it's just like so juicy and dewy, but it's a foundation, like it just has more coverage. So I'm loving this for just every day, and having a little bit of sun protection there too never hurts, and it lasts so beautifully. Love, love, love. Just not the lighter shade, just a shade 4. Then I'm going to go in with my Makeup by Mario bronzer. This is just like the ultimate juicy, natural looking tan that I love to use and apply around the face. I just kind of put that around my cheeks, bring it up around on my forehead, and then I also always do a little bit on my nose. And it just adds a little wash of warmth, and you can go so light-handed with this. And I also do this before my concealer just so I can blend it out and have it be like completely natural looking. I'm going to use the Valentino Brow Trio to fill in my brows. Kind of depends on the day what kind of brow I'm going for. Sometimes, like today, I want to be a little bit lazier with it, which is why I like to have the mixture of the pencil and the little pen. So I just use the pencil to fill in like the outside of my brow, just nice and quick like. There are so many pigeons on the window, it's crazy. They keep flying around. I'm like, wah, caw. I have this one in the shade taupe, and I will never understand why Sephora Canada discontinued this. Like, so sad. But anyway, I use the pen to just fill in the inside of my brow. Just a couple quick little flicks like this. Easy peasy. Sometimes I do go a little bit overboard on this side though. I don't know why. So then for the blush, I've been using the Merit Beverly Hills blush. I find this to be just much lighter than my beloved Nudestix Bareback, but I figured like I don't want to actually like tease you guys with the perfection that is Nudestix Bareback while it's not available. So until they restock it and bring it back, I've just been trying to find alternatives in my collection, and that's so fine. Like, this blush is beautiful. I just find because It's just a little bit lighter and softer. It's not as long lasting. Like, I look at my makeup at the end of the day and I'm like, oh, my blush is no longer there, which I don't normally have that with Bareback, and that might be just because this is like an ultra light, almost like serum-y formula, whereas the Bareback is a nudies matte. So I just find it to be a little bit more long lasting. But I'm just taking that on top of my cheeks, and I can like really go in with this because it's not that pigmented at all. I just like take it all around my eye and just kind of blend it in, just in an attempt to make everything look totally seamless and natural on the skin. And that's what I'm going for with my everyday makeup. Like, truly, I can do this makeup easily in 5 minutes. And because this blush is also so light, it's like truly like a no makeup makeup. It's so natural and almost undetectable on the skin, which I very much appreciate. And usually after every layer, I just go over top with whichever brush I'm using and just continue to melt it all in, like so. And then if I want to go in with a little bit more sculpting, I've been loving the Katie Jane Hughes, the KJH brand Etch. Such a great shade. It's nice and cool toned. And if I want to put a little extra something on the nose, I can use this, even though I'm not a pro. I'm definitely not a pro with any kind of contouring or nose contouring or sculpting by any means. But if you want to just add a little extra color, I have this like crazy patch on my nose. I wonder if you can actually see it in this light. But it's like, what my dermatologist said is it's like a clear mole. And I'm like, what? Like, it's such a, it's so annoying. And now it's like getting worse. It's getting bigger. And I'm like, are you sure this isn't like skin cancer? Hello? Deeply concerned by this. Thank you so much. But now anytime I put something on my nose, I just like see it so much more and it's driving me crazy. So anyway, I'll just ignore that. Thank you so much. But I love a little kind of sculpting stick like this because you can just use it all over. So I'm putting a little bit on my nose. I'm running a little bit on my eyes. It's a very nice cool tone shade, so you can kind of like rub it all over. And if you find the one that works for your skin tone, it just looks so natural and just adds a little bit of color. Like if I leave my eyelids plain, sometimes I just look a little tired. I don't know. You'd think it would be the opposite. You'd think if I'd leave my eyes nice and bright and light, I would look more awake, but I just find putting a little bit of color on my eyes just always helps to blend it in and make the whole makeup look a little bit more cohesive. So, and this blends out like a dream. It's so easy, so quick. I'm just putting a little bit of this. And I'm basically applying all of my color before I finish off with concealer, because for my everyday makeup, a lot of the time recently, I've actually not been going in with concealer at all. Like unless I have a very blatant active breakout. Like even right now, I don't have, I mean, I always have a little bit of redness and some bumpies. I've actually been having a lot of skin texture lately because I was trying some new skincare. My skin got a little angry with me. Fine, whatever. But you know, a lot of days I don't even wear concealer on top. I've just been loving the plain skin tint and I think it wears so nicely. So I've been very happy with it. But if I do want a little extra coverage, I go in with a Tower 28 Serum Concealer, and I'm just gonna do a little bit into the palm of my hand and try to use very, very small amounts. Prime the brush, as Katie Jane Hughes says. And I'll just use a little bit of that underneath the eye here, just to brighten it up a bit. I take it right up into the inner corner because there's just like this little dark patch that lives there. And I find if I brighten that up, it helps me to look much more awake. And then there's like color on the rest of my eyes. But doing the concealer last just makes it so that all the other color products that you put on your face are giving you a bit of coverage anyway. So I just find that you end up using so much less concealer, and the less that you have piled onto the face, the more natural it's gonna look. Just use a little bit of this around. I'm also using a shade that's slightly lighter than the base that I have on. And I'm gonna set that all in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Now I'm gonna jump to the lips really quick because this is something that I actually bought so long ago, and I had put it into a container that was sitting in my closet. Totally forgot about it for so long, but it was something that I had seen people use all the time, really, on TikTok, and I had wanted to try it. Bought it off Amazon. This is the Wonder Skin All Day Lip Stain, and I was so curious because I love lip stains so much, and I love my little Huda Beauty contour lip stain. This is the shade Soft Nude. Like, this is what I was wearing every day, and then I tried this, and I was like, ooh, this is nice. And I got it on Amazon and I was like, this is also really fun. It kind of looks crazy. I'm going to show you guys. This is the shade Whimsical. Very pretty. I also got the shade Lovely, which is very nice, but this one's a little bit more cool toned, a little bit more winter makeup appropriate for me. It looks like blue, sparkly unicorn glitter. It looks insane, but I'm going to apply this onto my lips and try to be very precise as possible. And I'm just going to outline my lips with it. With this unicorn poo. And I've been playing around with this to see how I like applying it, because the first time I put it on, I left it like this, like I do my Huda Beauty one, and it looked crazy. So what I do is I outline my lips, and then I just take the applicator and I kind of blend it a little bit. Like I blend it into the lip, and I find that just helps it to look so much more natural once it's done. But you literally apply this, leave it on for a minute or as long as you want, and you wipe it off. And that's what I love about the lip stains. There's nothing remaining and like drying your lips out. It looks so natural, and then you don't have to worry about touching your lips up all day, which is like the main thing that I double hate to do throughout the day, is worrying about if my lip is there or not, or if I have a little lip butthole. Not ideal. So the lip stain is great. The TikTok girlies were onto something with this one. So good. Huda Beauty one also so beautiful, but this is just kind of fun. And I really like this color, and it's something that I've just been putting on. Even if I'm not wearing makeup, I've been throwing this on, going about my day. It gives my lips a little definition. So cute. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a sec. Go in and use my brow gel. Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I've also not been using powder for my everyday makeup. I have a few meetings today, and I'm also gonna be out and about all day long, so I might powder a little bit, but when it's like, I'm in Toronto right now, it's so windy, it's so cold. And if my skin's like really bothered by the wind and on those days, if my skin's like really extra dry, oh my god, no, it's literally snowing. Yeah, on these days where it's snowy, it's so windy, my skin's extra dry. If I put powder on, I just find that it irritates like that spot, that really dry area around my mouth even more, and it's not cute. I'm just gonna take a little cloth and give it a little lick. I'm just gonna take a little tissue and wipe this off. And look at the pretty color that's left behind. It's like so natural, so subtle, because I blended into my lip. It literally looks like I got my lips tinted. Like it's just bringing all the pigment back to my lips, which is so cute. So then I just go in and apply my lip gloss, which is my Bobbi Brown Bare Lilac. It's the best like cool toned, crispy winter shade. It's so pretty. It just gives your lips the juiciest, most hydrated glow ever. And I think that this is actually part of like Bobbi Brown's skincare product. So it's like literally called their lip serum, and it's so hydrating on the lips. And I think this is so nice. If you want a little bit of extra definition, you can also carry a little lip liner around. So I would just take my KJH Etch and just use this as if I'm like contouring around the lips, and I just find that the combo is so pretty, but then the stain lasts all day. So love that. Love this little lip combo. I would bring these with me and just touch up my gloss as need be, and that's it. So nice. Highlighter, Victoria Beckham Pearl, as always. Literally the juiciest highlight ever. Whenever I post this on Instagram, if I post a photo where there's like any kind of flash, people are always like, what is this highlight? This highlight is truly the juiciest, most magical thing that I have ever put on my face. I literally can't stop. I can't stop wearing it. It's like wet on the face. It's so pretty, but the way that it makes your skin look like it has the most natural, healthy glow. Like usually whenever I'm wearing this highlighter, people are always like, oh my gosh, what are you doing with your skin? Your skin looks so healthy. I'm like, it's not my skin. It's this. Like, your skin looks so good. I'm like, thank you, it's fake. Yeah, truly can't get enough of it. That's like the one thing that I would buy over and over and over again, regardless of the price, because it's just like an immediate noticeable before and after on the skin. Okay, for mascara, Lancome Hypnose Mascara in brown. So good, so natural. And I honestly went through such a long phase where I wasn't wearing mascara at all, and this Lancome one really brought me back to the fold. It brought me back to the mascara life, and now I am back to feeling a little bit naked without it, but there are definitely plenty of days where I go without mascara and it's so fine. But if I want some definition, especially if I'm going for that like true no makeup look, then I just won't wear mascara, but then I just have like really clean skin and a little lip stain. So nice, so naturale. But then if I want a little extra definition to look a little bit brighter and more awake, just love this mascara. It does not flake, it does not transfer, and because it's brown, it's just a little bit lighter and softer on the eyes. And this mixed with the little bit of color that we have from Etch on our lids, I just think the effect is so pretty. Dun dun! Oh, I didn't have my earrings in this whole time. Blasphemy! That's better. I feel a little bit more bedazzled and put together. And take my little hair clips out. The sun comes in to say hello, and that is my everyday makeup look. Very natural, very juicy, very glowing, very hydrating to combat that very angry dry winter skin. And it's also gonna stay that way all day. This is the makeup look that I have been wearing every day, and I probably will be until the new year, until 2026. This is literally the only makeup that's gonna be on my face on a daily basis because it is so good. So I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments down below what products you are loving right now. Are there any makeup switch ups that you're doing for the winter season? And what are some of the products that you love when your skin gets very cold and very angry I would love to hear. Please let me know what you think of my version, and thank you so much for getting ready with me today. See you tomorrow for a new video. Bye!